Hi everybody and welcome to episode 3. So basically the tip for today is, the thing that everybody's been asking, how can we make working out more fun? Because, you don't really feel in the mood to go out to the gym every single day and do the same exact workout every single day. Well, here's a couple things that you could do. Obviously, the Wii Fit, or just any Wii game for that matter, as long as you stand up. Some people, they play the Wii sitting down, and that's not really helping you out, unless you want to really buff arm and, fat everything else. So basically, play Wii, Just Dance, Wii Fit, all of them are good. But that's not my main tip. That's just for starter. Okay. Let's say you want to work out the regular way, but you want to make it more fun. Well, here's what I like to do. It's a little thing called imagination. And so basically, like right here, I only have 5 pounds on each end, but while I'm working out, in my mind, it's 500 pounds on each end, and I'm participating in the world's strongest man. And especially, this is great if you're, and you don't necessarily have to do that fantasy. It could be any fantasy. I'll tell you another fantasy in a minute, but let me just use this as an example. So let's say I'm at home, I'm alone. I would never do this at the gym, by the way, but I'm at home alone, nobody's around. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pretend that I'm participating in the world's strongest man competition, and I'm going to pretend that's 500 pounds each end, and then I'm trying my almighty to push it. Ready? Yeah! 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 Woo! 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 Something like that. So, okay, let's say you want something not so loud and anything. Okay, let's say, well, this one I'm going to do running in place, but you can do this on a treadmill. Okay, so let's say you're on a treadmill, you're running. Kind of gets boring, even if you're listening to, even if you're listening to some music, still gets boring, right? Okay, put the music off. You don't need music. Here's what you need to do. Okay, all of a sudden, in your mind, like I said, imagination, picture a lion coming to attack you. Okay, ooh, you got away from the lion. Ooh. What's that? Oh, a drug dealer with a knife. Ah. Oh, shoot! Another drug dealer with a gun. Ooh. Or let's go the other way around. If you are a drug dealer, the police. Yeah, obviously, people on drugs are 10 times faster. So anyway, so there's that idea. And I was just throwing that as, the most common, thing that, because I actually heard that tip from somebody else. I didn't come up with that, but I heard that that's the most common tips that people say is, picture a lion or somebody with a weapon coming at you or something like that. And here's the thing. Let's say you're doing the same exact, like you're running at the same exact speed, the same amount of time as if you were just listening to your music. It would still be a more workout. Here's the reason why. If you can actually do it, and it's not really that hard, if you can actually do it where you actually physically picture the lion or picture, whatever you're running away from, picture it in your head, your body is going to interact with your mind, and your body is going to go into survivor mode. And in the survivor mode, it's really, get your heart pumping, get your, and you burn a lot more calories than if you just listening to music, even if you're listening to really loud music, So, use your imagination when you're on the treadmill. Now, you don't necessarily have to do this every once in a while, but just do it on a day when, you know, you're kind of getting bored and don't feel in the mood for working out. Okay, I'm not done. This is actually a long video for once. Now let's say LARPing. Now I know what you're saying. You know, maybe you don't really have friends because a lot of people that LARP don't have friends. And you don't necessarily need a rubber plastic sword. You can do this with, like I said in the last episode, a broomstick, or basically anything. So anyways, you just, you know, picture swinging and chopping off the head, or what I like to call the Eddard Stark. What, too soon? It was 3 years ago, come on. Anyways, and you know, just play around with it, and you know, do it for about 5-10 minutes, and before you know it, you worked out. But for you, you're just playing around, you know. There's a reason why kids, well, at least back in the 90s, were hardly ever fat. It was because they were out playing around, you know, role-playing, and not all of them had friends. You know, some of them just played around with themselves. And I don't mean that in a dirty way, by the way. Get your mind out of the gutter. But, yeah, you know, just playing around with sticks. And, you know, if you have two friends, you can just sword fight and stuff like that. But even if you don't, just pretend that, you know, like if you're a Walking Dead fan, pretend that you're just slaying zombies like you're Michonne. Basically is that, and one other thing, and you can do anything, you know, I'm just throwing samples here of what you can do, but basically use your imagination. That's the key to this episode. But my last suggestion, now I am not going to play a song for you. For one, this guitar's not even hooked up, and for another thing, I'm kind of rusty because I haven't played in a long time and I'm not really that good to begin with. But anyways, my point is, and you can just air guitar this too. Yeah, and you don't have, like I said, you don't have to do this. You can just do your own thing. I'm just throwing examples here. Is pretend that you're in a rock band. So you just, you know, play, for this one you can't play music. Play your favorite rock song and just act like you're, you know, Slash or Van Halen or whoever. And, you know, get the hip movement, the whole 9 yards, like act like your favorite rock band, and you know, the one that moves around. You know, hopefully your favorite rock star is not Jack Johnson, because on top of the fact that his music's boring, but he also doesn't really move around. So this Body is Wonderland isn't really. Oh, that's not Jack Johnson, is it? But anyways, it isn't really much of a workout, is it? And so basically my takeaway from here is use your imagination. So you don't necessarily have to go to their gym. So like always, what are you waiting for? Go get fit like me! Yeah! If you want to.